Hey there, friends and neighbors. Brent here for Pastor's Farm. Welcome back to the farm. Here we go, round two. Hopefully we'll get the roofing done. We've got our trusses up. Hopefully we'll get the decking done and possibly even get our tar paper down, and we'll have to go get shingles at some point to shingle this thing up. We've got to get the front done here, as well as this front gable here we've got to get done. Y'all stay tuned. Let's do it. All right, y'all, so we're as done as gonna get. I did not show y'all this little section here, this little trim pieces here on the side. I did a little bit of painting here around the door. There's supposed to be some other trim pieces that come in here on these doors, kind of this way and then back down this way. I certainly am not gonna fool with doing that. It's not really worth it. I will say I am a little, I won't say discouraged or unimpressed, maybe is a better word, about the quality of the materials on this for what you pay for it. If you've seen the previous builds with the cabin, the quality of the materials that I used on that were certainly superior to what this shed is, and it cost me about the same. The only difference is I had to do all the saw work. I had to do all the measurements and all the cutting. This was pre-measured, pre-cut. So it saved me a little bit of time. Cost came out to be about the same, within a couple of $100. But the materials themselves just are nowhere near as close to what the cabin is. And if you look here, you've got a seam with exposed screw heads all the way down, and it's like that everywhere you've got a seam. You've got exposed screw heads and an exposed seam. If you look at the shed, where you've got a 4x8 sheet here, the seam is covered by that lap. 4x8, seam is covered, 4x8, and then your corners here are covered. You do not get that kind of coverage with this thing. Up here above it, you can see we've got the centerpiece, and there's supposed to be some kind of little fancy design gable barn door looking thing up here. I'm not gonna fool with that. It is purely cosmetic. But you've got a seam and exposed screw heads all the way up, seam and exposed screw heads all the way up. And so quite honestly, I question how long this thing is going to last. Some of the harder things to see are in here around the roofing, where the decking meets the siding. You've got a pretty big gap in here. I don't know how well that's going to show. It's kind of dark back here in these trees. But what I had to do was just do the old spray foam. You can kind of see it shining in there. Spray foamed in there and spray foamed all the way up around here from the inside, and sprayed along the verticals and these seams here, and then all the way around these seams here. I did spray foam on the inside to close in all those gaps to keep at least the bugs out. It may or may not keep rain out. I guess we'll see. I do worry, and it's really going to be hard to see, that this edge up here is not going to shed water. I thought these shingles would lay down flat once they got a little bit of heat and a little bit of sun on them, but so far they have not laid down, and it's been about a week since I put those shingles on. Just kind of an odd spacing. When you start down here along this edge and you work your way up, you know, they're pretty even runs until you get right up here to this edge, and then you've got to decide whether to do a smaller run here, just stick to your guns, or just jump up. And obviously if you jump up, you're going to have some exposure to your tar paper and obviously water leakage at that point. So you have to do either your normal course spacing here, or shorten this top run here so that you get an overlap from the ledge here onto this side. And it just did not pan out the way that I thought it would. I did do an overlap a little bit further, and you can see that some of these shingles are in fact laying down over that lip. Some of them hadn't quite laid all the way down, but some of them have. So I think in time these will be fine. I just worry about that other side. And you can see here where we may have gotten a little aggressive with the foam on the inside, and it has squirted clean out the outside. It is what it is. But for all intents and purposes, it does meet its current needs. I've been able to get all the farm tools and resources and everything that I need for the farm in here. And the other building is just a bunch of hodgepodge old stuff in there. All right, so there y'all go. Appreciate y'all joining us. If you would, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We'd certainly love to have you join along on our journey here as we continue to build our farm and our homestead. Hope y'all have a great week. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.